A few rogue Australian premiers should take note of Germany's announcement in the early hours of today that coronavirus lockdowns there will be dramatically wound back. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said German shops will be allowed to reopen, followed by schools and sporting clubs over the European summer. There's nothing like a plan, is there? German households will be able to eat together and elderly people in nursing homes will be allowed a visitor. Now, this is a nation where 165 people died from the coronavirus in one 24-hour period yesterday, and where there were 947 new infections nationwide. In Australia, we've had a total of 97 deaths. 97 too many, and all, of course, very sad. But if premiers think they need no new infections for what, a consecutive number of weeks before they allow us to sit down in a park, as is the case in New South Wales, they are deluded and they are only out to protect their own backsides. Today, we have just 757 active cases in a nation of 25 million. 757. In other words, Germany, where virus deaths yesterday exceeded Australia's total virus death toll since day one, is reversing lockdowns while we remain economically paralysed, socially isolated, thanks to premiers like Victoria's Daniel Andrews and the New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian. Obviously, there are issues of proportionality in these comparisons. Germany has a much larger population than Australia. But Australia looks to have the coronavirus beaten as much as you can in the absence of a vaccine. And look at the three states with the biggest recent problems. Tasmania, well, today it had just one case. Victoria, take out the cluster at Cedar Meats for a second, just one case. New South Wales, take out the cluster at Newmarch House, just one new case as well. And yet the New South Wales Premier seems to be aiming for the lifting of restrictions in 7 weeks' time.
Will be an easing of restrictions, and that's something all of us can look forward to. And so I suspect that by the end of June, life will feel much more normal than what it does now.
Hang on. Let's hear that again.
Will be an easing of restrictions, and that's something all of us can look forward to. And so I suspect that by the end of June, life will feel much more normal than what it does now.
The end of June? The end of June is a complete and utter joke. Now, let me make a more accurate comparison. Get rid of Germany. Taiwan is another example of a country which refuses to sacrifice its economy to this virus. It implemented social distancing and other health measures, but there was no lockdown, not even a partial lockdown. Only 6 people have died in Taiwan from the virus, and only 100 cases remain active. Taiwan's population, the same as ours. It is time to look at different ways to deal with this virus apart from heavy-handed lockdowns. And if premiers are going to show their hand, make decisions before gathering within the National Cabinet tomorrow, well, we may as well can the whole thing, disband the National Cabinet, because the premiers are intent on making it redundant.